Hello, everybody. I'm Cherish.
And I'm Joy.
And we're
Musicals.
And we just got back from our first. No, we didn't just get back. We did it. That was
We're reporting to you, not live, but a few days later from our first show day of the year, 2023.
Hopefully it won't be out last.
Hopefully not.
But we saw Kimberly Akimbo. And then we also saw Some Like It Hot, Some Like It, oh no.
But we saw Kimberly Akimbo first as a matinee. And we saw Some Like It Hot.
Yes. And we met up with the Broadway Broads. If you guys watch our videos, then I'm sure you guys know the Broadway Broads. They're two Bay Area ladies. They love, they hella love musicals. They see a lot of shows in San Francisco, and then also they do some binges on Broadway, and they've traveled for theater, and they're great fun. So it was really nice to hook up with them this trip while they were here to catch some shows with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we saw Kimberly Akimbo. We sat in the orchestra,
Center Orchestra,
row M, seat 114 and 115, I believe. I think that's in the middle of the row, and it's like maybe 3 rows to the back of the orchestra. I would sit closer, again, if I had the option.
Granted, it is a smaller theater,
but I can't see very well. So anything that's like more than like 5 rows back from the stage, I'm like, I can't see that great.
Is that the Schubert?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, that's the booth.
I'm so. You know what? Don't mind me. It's at the Booth Theater.
Yeah, we're at the Booth Theater, which is where we saw
For Color Girls.
It's in the Schubert Alley, closer to the junior side. But we saw For Color Girls at the Booth Theater, and was that it?
That's it. Because For Color Girls was the first time we went to the
theater. You're right.
But we were upstairs for Color Girls,
which we do not recommend.
Yeah.
Definitely try to get in on the orchestra floor at the Booth Theater. Decent leg room. Yeah, decent leg room. Good leg room, actually.
Yeah. I was a little worried because it didn't have the aisle, but it was okay. It worked out. First of all, go see Kimberly Akimbo. For sure. Oh my goodness. I don't know. If you don't know, Kimberly Akimbo is about a newly 16-year-old girl who has a rare genetic disorder that ages her rapidly. She has a horrible family. Oh my God. Her family is so horrible.
Definitely a coming of age story.
Oh my goodness. And she's, being 16 is not exactly like a walk in the park, like while you're experiencing it, but like experiencing it with a disease such as hers, a disorder such as hers is honestly not great, but she handles it very well. I would say she has a great like outlook on life, despite like the things of the people around her, her family like not helping like at all. But I feel like it might be spoilery, but basically she wants to see the world, or as much of it as she can, not even nothing crazy. The girl wants to go to Six Flags, and her family can't even do that.
Family road trip.
Or a family road trip, and it's just like, why is that such a struggle for her? But if you want to find out how that ends up, you should definitely go see it. I will say I got misty at the end. I was so wondering where. So the stage. So when you come in the theater, there's like a screen of like a home video kind of like, but it hasn't started yet. Looks like maybe someone paused it
and it's like press play.
Yeah, and it's set in the 90s. I don't know if I said that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, it's set in the 90s, and I was like, okay, where's this going? And then I kind of saw where it was going with like the video when they introduced Ali Mosey's character,
which is her mom.
Which is her mom. And then, but at the end, I was like, oh God. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. But it was, whew, I would say I loved it. I loved it so much. Definitely going back. Joyce, you got like a code so that we can go back. They would like come back and we were like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
the whole thing in the show is everyone deserves a second like chance and things like that, and like they're like, you deserve a second chance to come see Kimberly again, and I'm like, I would take you up on that. So yeah, I filled out our handy dandy like show pad from the Broadway Boys and Alamo Magic, and so my standout moments of the show is ice skating.
Yeah,
I mean, not spoilerly, but it's the 90s, so people spend a lot of time at the skating rink. Only this one is an ice skating rink, which I'm sure in some places ice skating rinks are very popular too. It takes place in Bergen County, somewhere in Bergen County. So people from the tri-state area would like laugh at like a lot of the jokes, I would say. But yeah, the ice skating was like, I don't know, I just found it like a kind of a standout moment of the show, and also, you know, like who doesn't love that? And I also said the ending was the standout moment. I won't say the ending. I won't want to ruin anything. But I would just say the ending is like probably the best part of the show.
Standout moment for me probably was the turntable, because that was the last show that I expected a turntable to be at. And then I was like, oh, there's a turntable? And it's like, what? And it's like, because she was talking about it, and then they introduced the turntable with what she was talking about, and you were like, oh my goodness. I mean, shit hit the fan after that, but like when it happened, I was like, yes, what?
I mean, so should we talk about the set, since we touched on it a little bit?
Sure.
So the set is kind of sort of open when you come in. I mean, it's a screen of like the video, and then like the set is, you can tell like the show started off at like a smaller theater. It started off at the Atlantic Theater Company, that theater, a very small like space. So, and they can do a lot in that space. So like I can tell that they like literally like pumped it with steroids and like really like expand the set. I think I liked it because it was basic. But it felt full at the same time. I wouldn't call it a minimalist set, but I wouldn't call it like the most like, you know, after seeing something like it hot right after, it definitely wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, so they had like lockers that came in and out. They had like the skating sign that came down. The house set came in and out, which gave me like Waitress Jenna vibes, like Jenna's house vibes, which was nice. And then they also had the basement, and they have a library. So there's like some school sets. Yeah, that kind of come in, and sometimes the cast moved the sets themselves. Yeah. Yeah, I just really liked it. I liked her bedroom. Like I liked, you know, like the set was pretty nice. I like when you can see people move stuff in and out. But yeah, it was a nice set. Oh, the car came up from the ground. That was cute. I will also say, you know what I really liked? What's the machine? The projector machine that you used to have in school with the slides. Oh yeah. Oh my god, when that popped up, I was like, ah! Yeah. They were actually using it. I love it. That was so funny to me. Yeah. The last time I saw that was in Book of Mormon. Really? You remember they had it in Book of Mormon at the Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. But yeah, I really like the set. I think there's not a bad place you can sit in that theater. You won't miss any action. Most of the action happens on, you know, center. So like it wouldn't matter if you're like left or right. I think you'd be able to see nothing's like blocking anything, which I think sometimes I hate that. Like set designers get like really like extra like on the side of the stage, and I'm just like, but you're blocking people who are on like the right or the left, and it's so annoying. Like, because like they're gonna try to sell you those tickets, and you'll be like, oh yeah, but then they don't tell you that you also can't see while you're paying a full price ticket for that. So I think, you know, that was pretty good theater. Oh, the orchestra, the little band was on top. It was like giving me like company vibes. Like, oh, because they were suspended. Yeah, they were up in the air. Which is nice. You can still see them, but they're not necessarily on the stage, like waitress. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with something like a hat, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. Also, really enjoyed the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Kimberly is played by the wonderful Victoria Clark, who I love her.
So standout performances.
Oh, definitely her.
Yeah,
definitely Victoria
you think
Clark.
She's gonna win the Tony?
For sure. First of all, so she's not 16, right? Victoria Clark is not 16. I think you said she's in her 60s, right? So her mannerisms, like, you believe that, like, she was 16 years old, that she just,
and it wasn't overdone,
right? It was very, I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta go see it. And then also there's like a part where she looks older, right? Anyway, but so she's 16-year-old who looks older, and then also she's pretending to be an old lady, and I was like, the layers. And then she did these like things where she had these like old lady like arms, and I was like, shut the front door. Like, I was like, how does she, oh my god, yeah, Victoria Clark is really killing it.
It's kind of like if you've seen the movie Jack with Robin Williams.
Yeah,
how he's playing like an 8-year-old boy.
Yeah,
it's just really hard to do, because there's a reason why it's hard to pretend to be a child, because
I didn't even make the Jack comparison, but yes, Jack. Oh my god, y'all remember Jack? Oh my goodness.
Like, but I think it's even harder to act like a teenager, especially 16, because some teenagers very mature and can be like adults, but to act like, like a teenage, like a 16-year-old teenager, like, it's very hard to. I couldn't act like a 16-year-old teenager. I don't think.
I can't even remember what I was like at 16.
No.
I think I was like the same.
More or less the same, but definitely like the way that I move my body that I probably wouldn't be able to do now.
Right. No, really. Yeah, really. It was so great. They have a great cast. I mean, Ali Mosey plays her mother. She's horrible. Horrible mother. And then, I'm not familiar with the guy who plays her dad.
Stephen Boyd.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. Were you? No. But he had a nice voice though. We were saying he kind of had like a little Jamie vibes from like the last 5 years, like voice wise. And then
I said Bonnie Milligan was one of my standout performances.
Was she not?
Come on, like it's so easy. I think to play that character and just to be kind of like, what's the word, like sleazy, and like. And there's no like layer into it,
right?
But I like how Bonnie played her aunt, because like it was funny. 2, Bonnie could sing her ass off, and 3, it's just kind of like, oh, but she had layers too. She knew she was a horrible person.
Yeah,
and she never tried to hide that, really.
Right.
Like
she was a user.
Yeah, and Kimberly knew that, and. It's kind of a play at your own risk when it comes to her aunt, like, and she did. I mean, like, again, she's a teenager with, like, a deadly disorder that she's living on borrowed time. Like, she's just gonna
go with it.
Go with
the flow.
But yeah, I also said Justin Cooley was one of my favorite. He plays Victoria. He plays Kimberly's best friend Steph Weebus, and I don't know, Weedus, and I think. His character is an interesting character. Like, also, like, the show has so many layers. Like, whenever Janine Tesori and David is involved in something, you think you're gonna know this person, but you don't. Like, there's so many layers to it. Yeah. I just thought his character was sweet, and like, I think people can kind of lean into like the nerdy thing a lot, but I think his had some sort of like wholesome. Like, think about it, like, of course he was, like, obviously, like, a nerd, but, like, he was
also had his own troubles.
Yeah, and being a nerd just wasn't,
like, it for
all
him.
that he was.
Gary, what they call it, like, a Gary Stew? Yeah, like, he wasn't, like, a Gary Stew, I would say. Yeah. I also love the way, the voice that he used for his character. It was the best. Like, I was like, why is he, it's so funny. And then also the kids, the quiet kids, the show Quiet.
The 4 of them is Fernell Hogan, Nina White, I think Michael Eskander, and Olivia Elise Hardy.
Oh,
I think that was their name.
Great. They were great.
They had the great harmonies. Like,
oh my god, they sounded
voices.
great every single time they came on the stage. You were like, whoa, like how did they sound so great? Like,
and their side characters, and they had layers to them too. Yeah, it's just so funny. Mm-hmm. Like the way everyone works. Like, oh man,
you just gotta go see it. You gotta go see it. Mm-hmm. You just gotta do it. It's like you don't want to miss it. Like you want to be able to be like, right.
It was funny. It made me mad. It made me happy. You know, it made me like sad at times. Like I just, oh man. And they call it a musical comedy, which I guess it was. It was pretty funny throughout, but I don't know. I don't feel like it was a musical comedy.
Well, okay, we'll settle it. It's a musical comedy if you go to the cast recorder and you listen to How to Wash a Check. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. If you gotta listen to one song, listen to that song. Cause like, why was she like this? Mm-hmm. Why would they like this? I don't know, but it made for a good show. Any to the who, we got some gear.
Yeah.
Where's the stuff?
It's behind you.
Oh, the other way. I got it. My neck. Okay. Boop. Magnet. I can't tell. Can they see? Mm-hmm. I love the blue.
Yeah.
And then
window card.
Window card. Sorry for the glare. I have it. It's in like 2 bags right now because they don't get bags with handles anymore. But I went to my graveyard of window cards past and I found some with the handles from the good old days. And I brought it with me to the show, and I'm so glad I did because then I just put the other bag with no handle into the bag with the handles, and great. And it was also raining, so I had like double protection. Pro tip. But yeah. Oh my god, they made her look so much older here. Like she has like liver spots and stuff. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize. Oh, it looks like for the cast recording.
Yeah, the art. Yeah.
Oh my god, the Victoria Clark masterclass, man, I can't even. Bonnie Milligan masterclass, I tell you.
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Definitely go see it if you can.
I so much enjoyed it. But what were we gonna say? I guess we'll see if I sound like a hot review. I don't know if we seem excited enough. I really love that show. We just kept like talking about it, and then and then the song How to Wash a Check was just in my head, and it was just
damn ending.
Oh, that darn ending. Okay, but yeah. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.